front men, and Philly checks in trouble, and it's Jefferson puts it away.
Living reflections from a dream.
Yeah, right guys, welcome to episode 19 of the Frangerine Dream with me, the Franchorman. How is it going? We have got the end of the season episode today, so let's just have a little catch up of where we are. So Reading were actually above us. Reading actually went top for pretty much since I've last seen you until like the last match we played. So here's that Chelsea game. We lost to Chelsea 2-0, then we drew with Coventry 0-0, lost to Rotherham. Joe Garner got us off to an extremely early lead with his first goal for the club, but Hedges and Ford turned it around for Rotherham. But we then took all that frustration out on poor Portsmouth, who we fucking just demolished 5-1. Goals from Ash Kigbu, Cal Dempsey, Adam Lafondra, a Callum Elder own goal and Billy Clark, with David Hennon getting the only consolation for Portsmouth. We then drew with Scunthorpe 1-1, Owen Jones getting the goal for us, of course. He's really starting to turn up for the big games, Owen Jones. I'm usually bringing him on as a sub, but when he comes on, he always does make an impact. He's doing well. And then probably the most frustrating game of this save so far, we lost to Sheffield United 3-2. Danny Philliskirk and Cal Dempsey gave us a 2-goal lead at the 53rd minute. And then Mason Bennett, Stefan Skugel and Rob Hall turned it around for Sheffield. And I fucking raged. I absolutely fucking raged. But then we beat Bolton 1-0 with Edie McGeady. We beat Oxford 2-0, and this was Connor Kelly's first goal for Blackpool. Connor Kelly is one of the kids that we've been trying to blood this season. He's made 9 appearances now, and in his last 2 sub-appearances, he has scored. So he and Billy Clark got the goals there. We then beat Fleetwood Town, our local rivals, 1-0 at Bloomfield Road. Danny Wilson getting the only goal there in the 92nd minute. And then we beat Chesterfield 2-1 with 2 goals from Danny Philliskirk. Brad Potts got sent off for the 4th time, and that has ruled him out until the end of the season. He got a 4-match ban for that, and it's getting to the point. I like Brad Potts. He is a good squad player, and he's a good ball winner most of the time. But I don't know what it is. Since January, he's been sent off 4 times. He's played about 3 games in 2019, and the other 15 games he's been suspended. The wanker. But then the final game we beat Millwall 2-1 with goals from, again, Connor Kelly and Billy Clark, with Sean Hutchison getting a consolation goal. But that has left us in this position. We've got 3 games left to play. We're 2 points ahead of Reading. We are going up. I probably should have mentioned that sooner. We're going up. We're going up to the Championship. We have already been promoted. That's sorted. But to be honest, that looked pretty nailed on quite early in the season. We got off to a great start and just didn't really slow down at all. We had little blips, but mainly it's just been a very, very, very good season. So, a couple of things today. Can we win the league? Can we beat Reading to first place? And can we break the 100 points barrier? Interesting. So it's going to be a 2, possibly 3 match episode, depending on basically when we win the league. And just before we go into the match as well, our 2 or 3 games today are going to be against 9th place Luton Town, 22nd place Mansfield. That's Mansfield who pipped us to automatic promotion in our first season and then finished above us in the playoffs last season. They're now 22nd, and are they actually definitely going down? Let's have a look. No, actually, they're fighting for survival. They can still technically stay up. So that could be a tricky match. And Crew are just 1 place below them. They're 23rd, and they also have got a chance of staying up. So none of these games are going to be easy. Luton can still technically get into the playoffs as well. All these teams are about 6 points behind where they need to be. So none of these games are going to be gimmies. So let's have a look at the lineups for today. We are playing Luton Town. They've got Nichols in there, Keneally, Cook, Rea and Spur. Tommy Spur. Huh. Pretty good player. 31. Bloody hell. They've got Gray, Plosek, McGeehan, Cook across midfield, and Marriott and Carey up front. Luke Carey actually Luke Carey looks like a very good young regen, but he's actually on loan from Blackburn. So I doubt we'd be able to sign him. And Jack Marriott, Jack Marriott's just a really solid striker at League 1, League 2 level. So he will be a threat. Well, yeah, look at this. Look at this for solid. Since this save has started, he's got 14, 14, 15 goals. Not bad at all. Blackpool, on the other hand, we've got Hogard in net, Hodgson, Aldred, Robertson and Timon across the back. There are a few players in the squad who are lacking match fitness, so I'm playing a kind of rotated team today. Clark Robertson hasn't played all that much this season. He's coming in to keep his match fitness up, just so that we've got as many players as possible for the last couple of games. Jack Payne is starting with Michael Caine in midfield, and Owen Jones, Kyle Dempsey and Sammy Amiobi are behind Danny Philliskirk. On the bench we've got a very, very strong bench today, very strong especially in an attacking sense. We've also got Connor Kelly, who has scored in his last 2 sub appearances. I was thinking of starting him today, but he can't really play deep line forward, which is what we need. But yeah, we may well see Connor Kelly come on for his, maybe get his 3rd goal. That would be good. I mean, saying that, all I've really done in these last few games is put him in the public eye, and he'll be gone for $1.5 million in the summer. But I'm hoping once we go up to the Championship and start actually generating money, if we're not constantly just shipping money, we can keep hold of some of these young players, and we can make sure they don't really want to jump ship. Because a lot of the players I've sold, the young players, they've gone to teams like, you know, Derby, Burnley, Blackburn, teams that are Championship level that we can easily overtake next year if we have a good season. Right, first 10 minutes we've had a lot of possession, not that many passes completed, not as high as we'd like it to be. Michael Caine's been booked. I'm going to tell us to retain possession and work ball into box. Oh, cross coming, Carey scored for Luton. Oh, that came a bit out of nowhere. I just closed the tactics page and there it was in the back of our fucking net. So it was a Cook corner that was swung in. I mean, there's so many of our players there. There was a triangle of 3 players. I get that Payne had the near post. The other 2 weren't marking anyone, and they didn't have particularly good positions. Match stats so far, it's been a shocking game, and it's mainly down to us by the looks of it. We have had no shots or chances of any kind. Hodgson to Jack Payne to Michael Caine. What can he do? Michael Caine. Sammy Amiobi to Danny Philliskirk. Kyle Dempsey, what a goal! You little train. Is that a thing? It's probably a thing. Kyle Dempsey. The story of this season for Blackpool is Kyle Dempsey. What a fucking player. For 100 grand. He's come in, I think that's his, what, 22nd goal of the season? On the volley as well. He hit across the ball. On the volley. That was a beautiful finish. It's very aesthetically pleasing when you see a player hit across the ball and he just catches it perfectly. Here is Kyle Dempsey to Owen Jones. Surely we can't get another one. Jack Payne, straight from kickoff. Lee Hodgson crosses it in. It comes back to Dempsey and Dempsey just blasts it into the roof of the net. Fuck, 23 goals for the season for Kyle Dempsey. Jack Payne's ball over to Hodgson on the right hand side. He just drilled it in. It ricocheted off someone's ankle. And Kyle Dempsey just blasted it into the roof of the net. Good lads. And there's another highlight straight from this kickoff. This is going to be a very good game by the looks of it. Carey, the young regen, to Jack Marriott. Marriott has a go. Oh, Hogard was there. It wasn't a particularly good shot, but bloody hell, this game's come alive. Here we go. Josh Timon with the throw in to Sammy Amiobi to Josh Timon again. Amiobi could get up the left wing, but he's just going to chill there for the minute. Timon to Payne to Caine. Back to Jack Payne to Danny Philliskirk. He's got Kyle Dempsey up in support. He finds Dempsey. What a ball to Sammy Amiobi, who crosses it into the far post. It's come away as far as Danny Philliskirk, and there was no power on the header. Nichols gets to it. We're playing some nice football though. I mean, Luton have had 3 shots, we've had 4. But pretty much every shot I've seen has been a quite decent chance. There's been no pot shots particularly, apart from that Marriott one, but that was still pretty good. Okay, Owen Jones is ticking all the boxes of someone who needs to be substituted. He's a bit behind the rest of the team condition-wise. He's not playing... Well, he's the worst player on the team so far, and he's looking stressed and nervous. So, Owen Jones, as much as you are my buddy, you're going to be replaced by Matty Kennedy. In fact, no. Matty Kennedy can wait. We're going to bring on Connor Kelly for Owen Jones. I want to show you Connor Kelly. Danny Philliskirk will go left. Sammy Amiobi will go right. And they can both be inside forwards, cutting in and providing service to Connor Kelly. It's a very satisfying name to say. Connor Kelly, Connor Kelly. Rolls off the tongue. Reminds me of Donatello. Do you remember Donatello, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, Donatello? I'm not going to call Connor Kelly Donatello. Don't worry. I might do. Maybe a chance for Luton, but Timon cuts out the throw and Danny Philliskirk takes it round Keneally. Philliskirk with a good ball over the top looking for Connor Kelly, who takes on one. Connor Kelly, he puts it in for Carl Dempsey, who finishes off his hat-trick. A great assist by Connor Kelly. A great assist to the assist by Danny Philliskirk. But Connor Kelly, inside 2 minutes of being on the pitch, look at this. He takes it down, dodges the challenge from one guy. Beautiful, perfect pass into the path of Carl Dempsey, who just slammed it home. Carl Dempsey's one of them where he might not be particularly good, but he gets so many tap-ins because he's just always in the right place. Do you know what I mean? I'm not saying he's not good, but he's so aware. Jack Marriott's through, and Jack Marriott's made it 3-2. This is an awesome match. But he's so aware, Carl Dempsey, that he just gets into these positions and he's just completely unmarked because no one else is tracking him and no one else is making those runs. But this was a good goal. Jack Marriott was all alone just outside our 6-yard box and he just drilled it under Hogarth. There was nothing the keeper could do about that one. And I think what I'm going to do, we've got 27 minutes left to play. I'm going to drop us down to standard flexible first of all. And then we're going to go to a 4-1-4-1. Look at these options we can bring off the bench. Basically, we're bringing off Danny Philliskirk, who has had a good game, and Carl Dempsey, who has had a magnificent game. And we're bringing those both off, and we're bringing on Matty Kennedy, who is a hell of a solid winger, and Billy Clark, who's just going to be a bloody pain in the arse for all the defenders. There we go then. So with 20 minutes to go, that should make us a bit more solid, and we should be able to see the game out. And how are Reading doing, by the way? I've been so caught up in this game. Reading are not doing well. I can't work out right now how they are doing, but they are 4 points behind us now. Which means if it stays like this, actually, we can wrap up the title next match with a win over Mansfield. Oh, and we can also condemn Mansfield to relegation at the same time. That'd be sweet. Yeah, we actually could. Mansfield are still in with a shout of staying up, but we could relegate them and win the league at the same time. Mansfield, who have been a bit of a thorn in our side both seasons we've played so far. So that would be quite nice. But what a game that was. What a brilliant game. Like, every chance pretty much went in. I guess that means it's not such a good game. But I enjoyed it. I'll tell you what's a bit gutting is the fact that I was kind of hoping that Everton wouldn't get relegated, wouldn't get promoted straight back into the Premiership, because we're coming up to this league and Everton are just getting out. They're going up to the Premiership again, and we will have to wait until we play the mighty Royal Blues. But there are some big teams in the Championship. I'm really looking forward to it. Some very badly run teams as well. A lot of knobhead owners in this league. But yeah, I am very much looking forward to seeing how this goes. Let's take a quick look at the Premiership, see what's going on while we're looking around the leagues. Southampton are doing good, they're in 5th. Other than that, it's all pretty much as you'd expect. Wolves, Norwich, Fulham and Derby are all in the Premier League, and Derby are pretty safe. In fact, they're completely safe, so are Crystal Palace. These guys down here are not doing well at all. Wolves are having... what's a nice word? Wolves are having a season to forget. Yeah, it looks like the title is between Man City and Tottenham, which is pretty good. Oh shit, I completely forgot about this. Before Garner got injured, I promised him first team football. Then he got injured because I was using him. And I've not really played him since he's come back, so now he is quite pissed off. I'm just going to tell him he can go. Look at this twat. At last the penny drops. You were never going to be able to keep hold of me. Oh, Joe Garner. You are done, mate. I'll make sure you never work in the Northwest again. You little shit. What can I do? What can I do to hurt you? I can't fine you or anything. God damn it. Joe Garner, you're an absolute piece of shit. Offer to clubs for free. And do you know what? I'm also going to put him on the unwanted list for sell or release. I'll take a financial hit on it as long as he does not have a club or anywhere to train or keep fit, so he doesn't get a club ever again. I mean, I probably could have handled that better. Oh, fuck. Alright, fine. It'll take £5,000 off the wage bill at least. Walsall want him, who are coming down to League 1. I would not recommend him for League 1, guys. Leyton Orient are coming up to League 1 and they want him. That's probably about right. And Jeffers has won the April Manager of the Month award. I've won this a few times. I've never shown you because it's been sort of off camera. But won it in November and September as well as April this year. September, November and April this year. And the previous season got it in January. And in fact at the very start of the game in September, when we first started the save, we got Manager of the Month as well. Very nice. Very nice. Right, Breda Hangland, as always, wants me to hold a team meeting to put necessary pressure on myself and my team. So let's go do that. I think we've got to be passionate. We've got to be passionate, whatever I say. And I am going to channel my inner Ian Holloway again. Because that worked pretty well last time. Did it? I can't remember. But let's just assume it did. Now, we are punching well above our weight this season. I know that because when we got confirmed as promoted, the board were like delighted at this unexpected promotion, right? So I'm not going to pile pressure on it. I'm just going to say it's already an amazing achievement. Josh Timon isn't that happy, but everyone else bloody loved that. Let me tell you about Josh Timon, actually. I mean, I kind of half feared that we wouldn't get him back for this season because, you know, Hull wanted actual money for him. But if I try and make another loan offer now, it says Hull are looking to give the player a chance in the first team. And that is devastating. Like last season I was like, oh shit, they want money. I'll work it out. I'll get the money from somewhere and we'll get him back. Now I'm thinking Josh Timon is not going to be with us next season. And that's a scary proposition. We're going to actually have to find a left back that's good. I mean, fair play to him. He could play in the Premier League. He's playing in the Premier League in real life at the minute. And this is fucking 2.5 years down the line. So he could definitely play in the Premier League with those attributes as well. But I fear for Blackpool's left back position. I've just been asked as well if Kyle Dempsey deserves to win the Sky Bet League 1 Player of the Season. If he doesn't, there is some kind of bullshit conspiracy afoot because he has been insane. He had a little dodgy patch where he wasn't playing so well, but he was still getting goals even at that time. And I think, what did we say he was on last match? Was it 24 goals now? Yeah, 24 goals in 48 games. That is 1 in 2, which for a man who's split his time between box-to-box midfielder and shadow striker is not bad at all. But that's the yin and the yang, isn't it? One player you sign is a Kyle Dempsey, and the other is a Joe Garner. One is a Lee Hodson, and the other is a... Who's another shit player I've bought? I guess a David Vaughan, but he's gone now. Jonathan Flatt, sure, you're pretty shit. Oh, and there was one more thing as well. We are making some big decisions, as always, this summer. We've got some contracts expiring, and these people here, whose contracts are expiring, I'm not going to renew any of them. So, Dwight Tindalli, first of all, has been a very, very, very good player and a very good signing. But he's just not cut out for it. We're going up another level, he's dropping down a level. His attributes are suddenly getting better, because this game just likes to piss me off while I'm recording. But Dwight Tindalli, his physical stats are not there anymore, and as a fullback in the Championship, you just need some kind of physicality. And at 33, Dwight Tindalli is not going to give us that. So he is going to be released at the end of the year, but we wish him well. He's been a good servant. Charlie Lee came in at a time where we needed some depth, and we didn't have an awful lot of money to do it with, and he's provided that. He's played a fair few games in these three positions. He's played a couple of games at shadow striker as well. I think he even played him at striker one time, a couple of times at wing back. So yeah, he's been good. He's served a purpose, Charlie Leet, but he is not going to be coming back next season. Adam Lafondra. Adam Lafondra is one that I'm letting go with a heavy heart because, let's just have a look. Last season he scored 9 in 38 league appearances. This season in all competitions he has scored 11 in 29, which isn't that bad. But again, he's 1 year older and we're going up one level, so he's losing the little bit of pace that he did have. Players who've been decent at this level aren't going to cut it at the Championship. So Adam Lafondra, with a heavy heart, I'm going to say goodbye to. But please do keep watching the show, mate. Aidan McGeady is one that will not be coming back next season as well. He started fucking brilliantly. He had a great start to the season. And then he's just, since about, I don't know, beginning of December maybe, he's just been fine. Just like a 6.6 every game. So yeah, he's not been particularly good. Again, he's 1 year older. He's in his, he's 33. And again, he's losing physicality. So there is a bit of a theme to all these players I'm letting go. Another one is Jack Payne, who does not follow the same theme. He's only 27, but I still don't know, actually. I look at these attributes and how well-rounded they are, and I feel like offering him another contract. But he's another one. He's been decent. He's not been good, and we can't have decent players going up to the Championship. We need good players who will be decent up there. Does that make sense? Yeah, I didn't expect to do that much sort of admin work between those two games. That was an awful lot. Thanks for sticking with me, if you have done. Right, so eventually we have come to the possibly the last match I will show this season. We're against Mansfield. As I say, we are at home. We're at Bloomfield Road, and Mansfield are lining up with Dawson in net, Bennett, Gravenberch, Mugabe and Denton across the back, Appleyard, Tavares, Thomas and Clark across midfield, and Boyai and Clark Harris up top. We have got a pretty similar lineup to the last match. We've got Hogard in net, Hodgson, Aldred, Wilson and Timon across the back, Dempsey and Kane are in the middle, Jones, Clark and Amiobi are behind Connor Kelly, who I thought I'd give a start to, because why not? And a reminder that if we win today, we win the league. If we don't win, we could still win the league. It depends what Reading do. Not really much going on in the early stages. We've had a few chances. Mansfield have had one shot. Bloody hell. And Reading are winning as well, it looks like. So they're still 2 points behind us. So as it stands, we will not be winning the league, which would be annoying at this point. Right, not a single highlight then. So good. Not happy with your performance out there. Owen Jones has lost confidence. He's not in great form anyway. Let's get him out of there. Let's bring on Matty Kennedy, and let's change him to a winger. I'll tell you what, we're going to go attacking as well, because why not? Here we go, finally an actual highlight. Sammy Amiobi to Josh Timon. To Markle Kane. Sammy Amiobi. Timon. Little triangles. Dempsey. Billy Clark. What can he do? He finds Connor Kelly. Donatello. To Dempsey. Carl Dempsey lays it on for Timon on the left wing. Timon gets his cross in. It's deflected. And Sammy Amiobi. Oh, he's put it wide. My menu is in the way. Sorry about that. But Sammy Amiobi puts it just wide of the post. But a highlight will do for me. That is fine. And as it stands, Reading are no longer winning. They are drawing. So we will win the league if things stay as they are for the next 15 minutes. But we don't want things to stay as they are for 15 minutes. We want to bloody win. I'm pushing Dempsey up top. I'm going to bring off Connor Kelly. Bring on Danny Philliskirk. And this front line here is going to be dragging their defence all over the fucking place. Timon and Hodgson are going to push up as wing backs. This could go well. In fact, I'm going to be a bit of a mad bastard. I'm going to change them both to inverted wing backs. I think Mansfield just had a very good chance while I was doing all that shit. I mean, it's been an awful game. Sammy Amiobi seems like he had the only chance of any significance in the game, and he missed it. But if things stay as they are for the next 5 seconds, then we will win the league. It's booted upfield. We're going, well, of course we're going up. We're already going up, but we have won the league. Blackpool have won the bloody league. Oh, Breda. Bit harsh. I mean, yeah, sure, I'll calmly say I'm disappointed with him, but on the other hand, I'm really not, because we've won the league. Excellent stuff. No playoffs for Blackpool FC this year. It's a little known fact that I Francis Jeffers, can get a team promoted without using the fucking playoffs. I bet you didn't know that. It's never happened before on one of these videos. But that is where I'm going to leave it for today, guys. I'm not going to play out the next match. I'm just going to get through, just power through to the summer and see if we can make some signings to strengthen our squad ahead of the championship. I'm very excited. You might notice that this video has come out on Friday the 10th of February at 5 o'clock. This is going to be my new scheduled time to release videos. So every Friday at 5 o'clock there will be a new Frangerine Dream video. If I'm going to set a like goal in all these videos, if we hit the like goal before Friday, then the new video will come out early, and there will be another one on Friday. I don't know if I'll be able to do that, but certainly for this time at least, if we can hit 10 likes on this video, I will release the next video early. The next video being new signings and first match in the championship and all that exciting stuff. So yeah, drop a like on this video if you are looking forward to that. And yeah, if 10 of you like this video, the next episode will be up very, very shortly. As always, make sure you also subscribe to Wasted Talent channel and check out Freddie Adu's videos where he is in charge of York City going through League 2. But apart from that, I will see you next time. Bye.